So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to write a 2000 plus word blog post in less than 5 minutes using Rytr AI. Now, if you don't know what Rytr AI is, essentially it's an AI copywriter that uses AI technology to help you write short and long form copy. We've done a couple of reviews of Rytr AI on this channel, but in today's video, I want to get really in depth and show you how to properly structure and write a blog post using Rytr AI. But just before we get into the actual blog post, I want to let you know that you can get a lifetime access to Rytr AI. And currently it's $39 for a lifetime access. So I'll leave a link in the description below, but do note that there's only 2 days remaining for this promotion. So if it is available, it'll be in the description below. Now, once you have a Rytr AI account, you want to go ahead and click Start Writing. So there's a bunch of different use cases or templates that you can choose from, just depending on the sort of content that you're writing. But for today's video, we'll be focusing on long form content, specifically writing a blog post. So the first thing that you'll want to do when creating a blog post on Rytr is go ahead and choose the blog idea and outline. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to give you an outline for your blog post. So before writing about any topic, you want to make sure that the topic is relevant, that the topic is being searched up on Google, and that you can actually get traffic from writing on that topic. So we've already created a video in which you can find the perfect keywords for your blogs. So if you want to take a look at that video, I'll leave a link in the description below. So once you've entered your topic into the primary keyword section, we're going to choose how many variations we would like the AI to give us, and then we can choose from those variations. And for the tone, I'm going to leave it at convincing, and I'm going to go ahead and click Write for Me. So what the AI is going to do now, it's going to give us outputs based on the primary keyword that we have entered. So what you'll want to do now is just go through all of the headers and the subheadings and see whichever blog post you like the best. And if you like a subtopic right there, then what you can do is copy that and paste it into whichever outline you like the best. And once you're happy with your outline that you've gotten from Rytr AI, I would just go ahead and then remove everything else from the document because it can get a little bit messy. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to copy our keyword and head over to Google. And I'm actually going to Google my keyword to see what sort of other blogs are out there and figure out exactly what they're writing about in their blog and get some ideas that I can also include in my blog. And we'll go to the third as well. Okay, so let's go through these and let's see what we can include in our blog. Okay, let's go to the other blog as well. Record your expenses, budget for savings, find ways you can cut your spending, set saving goals. So what I usually do is I go through all of them, all the top ranking blogs first to get an idea of what's like a reoccurring theme or subtopics that are in multiple different blogs. Because if multiple blogs are talking about a topic, then you know that's an important topic and you probably should include it in your blog post as well. So once I see some subtopics that I like, I would just copy that, head back over to Rytr, and then I would also include that into my outline. So again, I'm just going to continue doing this. I'm going to go ahead and find as many subtopics as I can and just include it in our outline here. Okay, so once I'm happy with my outline, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start generating some content for my actual blog post. So when you're generating content using Rytr AI, it's pretty simple. So all you have to do is copy the keywords and the introduction or subtopic. And then what we're going to do is click paragraph. And from here, the AI is going to do its thing and it's going to give us some output based upon this subtopic. So introduction, how to save money and budget better. So there are many ways to save money. The first is to track your spending. Without knowing how much you spend, it's impossible to know where you can cut back. So that's good. So as you can see, this is sort of an introduction towards the blog post. Again, if we hit paragraph, we'll be able to see what sort of other content we get. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You have a nice little introduction here that sort of sets up the sort of scene for the blog post. Let's go to the second subtopic, which is tips on finding new ways to save money. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to click paragraph. So as you can see on tips on finding new ways to save money, right? So we actually get a couple really good tips here to help us save money. So save money with these apps that you can download to your phone. So tip number one, download an app like Acorns, Robinhood, and Q Capital to make investments and save money while doing so. Use an app Tally to track your expenses and automatically categorize them by the type of expenses, download the app Acorns again to spend an investor's pay range. So we're getting some actually really good content, but it's really good actionable content as well. So if I go back over to these blog posts, yeah, they have some information, but it seems that they all sort of have the same information, just sort of worded in a different way. So right off the bat, I'm pretty impressed with the output that we're getting because it's very unique. And also, we can already see that there's opportunities in these spaces for us to promote other software. So if they have an affiliate program, then you can make some money by referring customers to these different softwares. So let's see, if I were to highlight the last paragraph, I'm curious to see what sort of content we'd get. Okay, so it talks a little bit about what Acorn is. Now let's see if we do the same for Tally. Yep, so it talks about Tally as well. And this is good because now this gives some context, right? Instead of just download this app, we know what this app does, right? So I'm gonna do the same for the writing about Acorns, Robinhood, and Q Capital. Yep, so again, yeah, so really good content as you can see here. It talks about what each of these softwares do. It talks about what Tally does as well. And we talk about what Acorn does. So we can safely say for this subtopic, we got some pretty unique and useful content. So we're going to select this subtopic and we're going to hit paragraph and see what sort of content we get. Okay, so for the subtopic for simple ways to spend less and live more, it talks a little bit about what a budget is. So budget is a financial plan, a personal budget, blah, blah, blah. One of the most important things when it comes to making a budget is figuring out how much money you have coming in each month. So the AI sort of finished its sentence mid-sentence. So let's click paragraph again and see what sort of content we get. So it talks a little bit more about what a budget goal tracker is. Okay, so as you can see, once we highlighted this last paragraph, we're unable to propagate any other content. So what that means is that we have to either give the AI some more content or we have to move on to another subtopic. So the crazy thing is that I actually haven't even written a sentence. I've used all AI generated content. So of course the AI isn't going to write 100% of the blog post, but if you were to add some content in here, then the AI can use that and then build upon what you write as well. But right now we're still getting some really, really good content. So let's move on. So I'm gonna go on to the part 1, the fundamentals of saving money. And let's click paragraph and see what we get. So as we can see, it talks about saving money is a skill that you can all learn. And if you remember, we actually pulled this subtopic from the second or third variation that we got for the blog post idea. And if we take a look, some of these subtopics have keywords within them and some of them don't. Now, I do find that if you add keywords, you do get a little bit more targeted and better output because the AI just has more information and knows exactly what you actually want to write about. So for best practices, I would always include the keywords. So for instance, in simple ways to spend less and live more, the keywords are budget goal tracker, budget template, PDF, and so on. But for now, this is fine. Let's move on. So budgeting and goals made simple. So keywords, how to make a budget, make a financial plan for your future. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's click paragraph. So again, we get some content about what a budget is and how to sort of create a budget and how to think about a budget. And obviously we would have to reformat the content so that it's more in a logical order. But as you can see, this makes creating a blog so much easier. Instead of having to write and do the research about every single subtopic, we're simply getting content and we're just rearranging it, deleting content that's irrelevant and adding content that is relevant. So if you're creating a lot of long form content, this will make your life much, much easier. Okay, so these are the 3 or 4 subtopics that I got from other blogs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put how to create an interest-bearing account, and I'm going to put some keywords in here. And I'm also going to make this an H2 tag. So that's going to tell the AI that this is a subtopic. I just want to match what they did. Actually, they did an H3. So let's do that. So let's go ahead and let's click paragraph and let's see what sort of content we get. Wow, so this is really good. I was a little bit worried that we wouldn't get good output, but as we can see, this is actually really good stuff. And it's actually very relevant towards what this subtopic is. Well, it says in this article, but obviously we'll remove that. And it talks about what exactly is an interest-bearing account. Interest-bearing account is the type of bank account that pays you interest on the money that you keep in it and invest over time. So again, really cool stuff. Okay, so what I would do is if you want to get more content, I would make it an H3 tag. So we want to get more content around types of interest-bearing accounts, and we're going to put our keywords in here. And let's click paragraph and see what sort of content we get. Okay, so it kind of told us exactly what we had before, but let's see if we can get some more content. Okay, so pretty cool. We get some more content here. If you're looking for a type of account that pays you interest, the most common is the savings. Okay, not bad. I mean, we did get some more content here, which always helps, and it's better than what we had from before. Let's see if we can get some more out of it, or if that's sort of been exhausted. No, so again, look, we get pretty good content as well. Let's continue here. So as you can see, we got a lot of targeted and unique content based upon what we wanted to get by making it an H2 tag and then adding those keywords in there. So I would highly recommend, if you're writing content and you want to get some more, just make it an H2 and then add those keywords. The keywords really do make a big difference. And then just keep on composing as much as you can. And you can always go back and then read it over and take over whatever content you want to remove, and then add whatever content you want to add, and then reformat the whole blog in whatever manner that you like to. But as you see, by using this method, you'll be able to get a lot more content out of the AI. Okay, so let's move on again. And we're going to do the same thing, how to cancel unnecessary subscriptions. And then we're going to make it an H3, and we're going to click paragraph again. Okay, so how to cancel unnecessary subscriptions, blah, 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 whatever it's streaming, online cancellation, beautiful. So again, we're going to just repeat that process. So it talks about what's sort of the best ways to figure out if you're on track when saving your money. So again, very relevant towards the topic in which we're writing about. So once we're happy with that output, we're going to go ahead to the next subtopic. Okay, so we're going to then click paragraph and take a look at the content that we get. Okay, so again, we're going to try to see as much content as we can get from this output. So beautiful, we got a lot of content here that we can read through and then see what we want to keep or what we want to remove in this blog post. And for the conclusion, again, same thing. We're going to highlight it and then we're going to click paragraph. And boom, there we go. A really, really good description that's on point and on target in terms of what this blog post is all about. And as you can see, we've hit 2,000 words. Obviously, the blog post needs to be cleaned up a little bit. We may remove some words, we may add some words. But all in all, we've created a 2,000 word blog post and a very high quality blog post as well in a matter of minutes. I must say that I am very, very impressed with Rytr AI in terms of the quality of the output that you get and in terms of just how easy the AI copywriter is to use. And also, I'll leave a link for the lifetime access for Rytr AI in the description below. It is a limited time offer, so if it's not available, you can still go ahead and get the regular monthly version. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope that you found a couple of ways in which you can use Rytr AI to really expedite the amount of blogs that you create each month. So make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe to our channel for more videos. Until the next video, stay well.